I usually start this off with like a positivity rant lately.
Okay.
And you mentioned therapy. I finally started going to therapy.
Congratulations.
Is that...
Yeah.
You know, everyone says that except for my mom. My mom was like upset. She's like, nothing's wrong with you. Don't just do something to do it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because this week I went for the second time.
You've only been to therapy twice in your life?
Twice in my life.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you liking it? No, I mean, this is exciting.
Should I be honest here? I do enjoy it. I enjoy talking. I don't know if this is the guy for me. He's kind of green, so I don't think he's adding much insight into my life. And and as I was going to say, which is my mom's point, like this week I was so happy. I was feeling great about everything. Like I didn't need to go, and I didn't really have anything to talk about. It was all just sort of positivity. And then there was like... This is funny, and let me see if this happens to you. I'm a poor actor, so I asked for a little sliding scale action. I hope he doesn't listen to this, but whatever if he does. I asked for a little sliding scale action because I'm a poor, struggling actor.
Got it.
And this week I got an email that one of my commercials, they're going to rerun it, so I'm getting a little extra quiche.
Yeah.
And that was like another good thing that happened to me this week. And I was like, do I tell him that? Because then he'll be like, wait, why are you paying?
Look, I lie to my therapist all the time. That's part of the game, okay?
What do you lie about? Like finances?
No, you know.
Or just like what you're feeling. You don't give them everything.
When they ask you questions, you're not supposed to like answer honestly so that they can help you. You're supposed to lie to them because you're supposed to win the game. It's all just trying to win the game. You want to...
I'm doing this wrong. Wait.
No. Should you
amazing.
tell him? No, I mean, you know what? You should pay what you think you can afford to pay, whether or not you got the commercial check or not.
Right, I agree.
So yeah.
That goes to a new couch because I need a new couch. But it's been good. I'm enjoying talking. But like I said, I don't know if because I'm a unique case in the sense that I'm always positive. I'm always happy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I just got back from a wedding and people were asking me about how hard LA is, and I was like, if you're a level-headed person and you don't tie your worth to the success, you can be fine with the up and down. But if you're like, if you have any struggle with depression or anxiety and your worth is based on how you're succeeding, then this town's tough. So I feel like I don't have like any deep-seated or usual things that a therapist would see. So I feel like I need somebody with a little more.
Well, why did you? Well, all right, two things. First of all, I did switch therapists. I went to a guy once, and I was like, this guy sucks. So I just immediately left.
Wait, how's that email go? Do you just email him and say,
no, I just never called him back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just ghosted him. I ghosted my first therapist.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
We didn't talk about it with my second therapist. And then my second therapist was like a couples therapist that my wife and I went to together.
Oh, that helps.
We were actually engaged at the time. And then I was like, can I have her for myself?
That's
funny. My wife was like, I guess, sure. I mean, kind of like fucks up our thing with her, but I guess. So then I stole her. So then she became mine because I liked her so much. But what was the other thing I was going to say? Now I forget.
You had a point with it.
Oh, the other thing was, I don't remember what it was. But I do want to ask you something else, which is you don't have anything to talk about in therapy. You've been twice. Well, why did... you don't have to tell me, but there was some going. I mean, I don't know if it's too personal. Don't.
No,
say,
it's not. It's not at all because I think it's just something a lot of adults struggle with, and it's this idea that I don't have somebody, or I don't have very many people that I can talk about honest about deep things.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been in a relationship since I was in college.
Okay.
Is that healthy? Is that not healthy? I don't know. It's been my choice. It's not that I haven't had the opportunity to.
Right.
But it's things like that where like. I just don't think I can call a friend up at this stage of my life and just talk at them for half an hour about what I'm feeling.
Totally. So you just got to find the right person.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I went. I wanted to talk to somebody.
And there are times I go to my therapist without something to talk about, but you find it, and if it's a good therapist, you kind of find it anyway. And also, you're supposed to go for maintenance and not just go when you're in like a crisis situation or something.
No, I totally agree. And that's why I've been inclined to go. And when I was traveled earlier this month, and when I got back, I was like, I need to just lock this in and get this done with.
Yeah. It's awesome for writing, too, I found.
What do you mean?
I have put a lot of things I learned about myself in therapy into my writing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, totally. And when you do that, I mean, it feels, a lot of times if you're writing, you just feel like you're bullshitting sometimes. You're thinking about a character that you've made up and maybe based on someone, maybe based on yourself, but you're sort of searching for the layers or the the psychology of that character. But like as soon as when I was in therapy and really like learning about myself, it felt so much better to be funneling that stuff into characters.
Yeah.
It was real, and obviously it came from me, and so it was easy and fun to write.
Right. And it's probably stuff you don't normally consciously think of on the.
It was like new shit I learned about myself that felt so true to me that in therapy I was like, holy shit, that is exactly my deal.
Yeah.
And then put that into characters.
I hate to sound confident here, but whatever. I am. I feel like this podcast, oddly enough, is my therapy. Because once a week, somebody comes in here and talks to me for an hour.
That's very cool.
Mostly it's centered on the guest, but I'll throw in my shit in there.
I want to know, man. Don't hold back. Let's get into it.
But it's like... But that's also a weird thing too about this podcast. It's a series of first dates.
Yes.
And then oftentimes I don't hear back from the person.
It's oversharing. We're both oversharing. We just met in the garage, and here we are.
Right. And then I feel like I connect with, I would say 95% of the people I have on, and then I never talk to them again. That's a weird rotating door of relationships.
Kind of mirrors your love life. I mean, hey, we're doing it right now. Look at this. We're getting to a kernel of truth.
We should just run a therapy podcast.
You know what? Just two guys who have no qualifications whatsoever, drinking beer and doing therapy to people.